If you follow gaming at all, you've probably heard of a small deal between Microsoft and Activision Blizzard. Small pocket change, really. Only a $70 billion acquisition. Now, I could make an entire video based on this acquisition alone, but I want to make this about a very specific topic. While I was reading about this acquisition and just marveling at the sheer price of this type of thing, I came across this Kotaku article written by Jeremy Winslow. Most of this article you've probably already heard about, but what I find really interesting about this is him calling Game Pass a Netflix style subscription. Back when Game Pass got released back in 2017, a big debate was whether or not gaming needed this type of subscription service. And to be honest, at first, it was pretty harshly received. Not a lot of people were up to the idea of subscribing to a service just to play games they want to play, especially if it's just one game that's exclusive to that service. After all this criticism, Microsoft doubled down and gave a deal to their consumers, which was 1 to 3 months of Game Pass for just $1. And honestly, it worked very well. The amount of users they gained from this deal alone was astronomical. Currently, Game Pass is sitting somewhere around 25 million subscribers, which is ridiculous. They're making about $250 million a month. So, does this mean Game Pass has become the Netflix of gaming? To me personally, I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. I definitely think it has the potential to become that. But since it's exclusively a Microsoft product, it makes it hard to branch out and get onto every single platform possible, like Netflix. This exclusivity really limits the amount of customers you can pull in because at the end of the day, there are people who will not use your products. They just refuse or they picked a different corporation whose products they like more. Another big problem with this being so exclusive to only two platforms is that competition is going to breed very swiftly. A couple months ago, PlayStation announced a project called Spartacus, which, from what I can tell, is just a Game Pass clone. Obviously, they won't be able to offer the same titles Game Pass has because they have deals with Microsoft, those publishers that make those games. And because of that, Sony doesn't have much room to move about this. They don't have much to offer, not as much as Microsoft does. I'm definitely interested to see how this all plays out. I'm excited. I think competition breeds good products at the end of the day. But I do think Game Pass will and always will have the edge. They were the first competitor in this market, similarly to Netflix, and I think it's going to be like the early days of Netflix and Hulu, where PlayStation's Hulu, because if you were there in the early days of Hulu, you would know they didn't really offer much. There wasn't much of a reason to buy Hulu instead of Netflix until recently. But that's really going to be it. I just wanted to show the two sides of a market I feel is going to be very important in the next few years for gaming. And I am beyond curious to hear what you think. So if you feel so kind, leave a comment. I would love to discuss. I'm sure other people in the comments would love to discuss. I do actively encourage discourse as long as everyone's being respectful. So with all that being said, if you enjoyed, like the video, maybe subscribe if you want to hear more of me, and that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching.